Hello guys, today I'm going to talk about some maintenance work on this yoke. First of all, I'd like to thank you for choosing our product. And for yoke, this is our force feedback yoke. For yoke, it's kind of hard to keep the shaft moving smoothly all the time. We do check this before shipping. We make sure everything is moving smoothly before we ship our yoke, but it kind of the friction on this pitch axis goes more and more over time because there is a lot of weight on this end, the steering wheel. When you pull it all the way out, there is a lot of weight here, and it's kind of making this sleeve loose. So I'm going to talk about this. If you feel there is too much friction on this, when you move this shaft force and back, you can first take the case off, take the case of the yoke off. You just do it by loosening the 8 screws, two on each side, 8 screws, loosen them off, and you can just take it off. If you happen to have the old model, you cannot take it off all the way because there are some wires, cables connected between the chassis and the case, so it like goes like this. And now you can see the inside. There are two parts important to the friction of this movement. One is this rail. You can see this rail. It's pretty much everything is on this rail, so it's very important. And the other one is the sleeve. In order to keep the yoke move smoothly, you need to make sure that the sleeve and the rail align well. I wouldn't say perfect, but they have to be aligned pretty well. Otherwise, there will be friction. And you do that by first. You do that by loose those two parts. You can start with the sleeve, but I'm going to do is to loose them both. Loose the rail and the sleeves. There are 4 screws on the sleeve and 4 screws on the rail. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm going to do that. To lose the sleeve, I use 4mm hex key and 8mm wrench or socket wrench in our case. You don't need to lose the screw all the way. You just to lose it and make sure the sleeve moves freely. Okay, now I'm sure the sleeve moves freely on this cutting hole, and I'm going to lose this rail. Before you lose the screws on the rail, because the rail is installed underneath the belt, you need to lose the belt first. To do that, you just lose this screw, this how to say the belt tension screw. You need to lose the tension on the belt. Now it's loose, and you can now reach the screws underneath the belt. To lose the belt, you need to use a 3mm hex screwdriver or a hex key, either way. Again, you don't need to take the screws out. You just need to make sure that the screws are loose. Okay, now the rail is loose and the sleeve is loose. Both parts are loose, so you can see now the shaft moves very smoothly. You can hardly feel any force and any frictions on it, but everything is loose now. So you need to tighten those two parts again, and this needs some patience. You need to make sure everything is moving smoothly, and tighten a screw, tighten a little bit at a time, and finally you can get the right position for these two parts to eliminate much of the friction on this shaft. I'm going to do that. Now I'm done with tighten the screws. I can feel that it moves pretty smoothly, much better than before. And the last thing is to tighten this belt by turning this screw. Much better, much better. You can also put some oil on this slide or this rail, but mostly that's not the case. So we're done here. The last thing is put this case back, and voila, you have pretty good. You have the yoke in pretty good condition. Thank you.